Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And the numbers for Brooks a week ago: 16 carries, 81 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Once again, it's Brooks.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as good running gets him to about the 44. And we'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Murray going to throw.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Okay, so he stepped foot out of bounds. Charles came back in first to touch it, and they got him for illegal touching.
Yeah, and you know it doesn't matter either, Brandon. Catch it, don't catch it. If you're the first to touch it, that's going to draw a flag.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. This ball taken in here by Brooks.
Touchdown, Carolina!
Jonathan Brooks,
his 3rd touchdown now.
and the Panthers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
He may go, and he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 64 yards. A wet track like this, I don't know if it helps anybody, but it probably helps the offensive player running the ball more than the defense.
And while they're doing that, there's also the matter of focus. Not letting the elements get in the way of still doing everything you're supposed to do. Although you do think to your... Hold it a little bit tighter and be more careful with my...
He was careful, got a big run out of it. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Pierce. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. To throw, it's Murray.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. You talk about this Giant defense.
Yeah, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group never put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. For Marshall, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Play fake. Murray looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Up the middle with Brooks here. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Brooks, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Giants offense and receiver Michael Pittman getting set for their next possession. And he's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis. So to no one's surprise, his name sits near the top of the list in terms of most receptions by a wideout this season.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
You look at this Carolina defense.
Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
Oh, look at the juke.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 83 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
There's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Johnson's got it complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Yeah, the Giants are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run here with Taylor.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Ritter back to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now,
pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
A run out of the gun with Brooks.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Throwing now is Murray. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
3rd down and 1. They'll try and run here with Brooks.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Murray now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Marshall.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
To throw is Murray.
That's complete to Tony.
He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On play action, it's Murray. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 42 yards.
And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. A 10-play drive that time. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Giants offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Here's Ritter. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Ritter will set up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. The Giants at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10. Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, Ritter. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down. Was not an easy one to hold on to. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
2nd and 5.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped him.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Second and 10. Now Murray. That's pulled in by Brooks.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them. But they also...
Murray fighting, lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Got a man here, it's Wilson. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Murray now.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's Murray.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Shotgun now for Murray.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So we reach halftime.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half.
And we welcome live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect 2nd half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ritter now. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 127 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Ritter to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Pierce will take this one in. Touchdown, New York.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
Completes it to Douglas. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really They've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. A handoff running left, Brooks.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here's Brooks.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
But now he appears to be in some pain.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Murray.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer 3rd, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
On play action, here's Ritter.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Ritter.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Ritter.
Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 5. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Listen, when you're at this point of the game, all options are on the table. 4th down, they say, we've got to go for it. And what a play they come up with. Big yardage there to keep the drive alive.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Murray now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
In motion, Slayton. Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
On the handoff, this is Brooks.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Murray.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's 1st and 10. Ritter. He's got Johnson. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Ritter looks to throw it. Got his man, it's Woods.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Ritter. Pass complete to Taylor.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
It's bad enough when you just...
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and it was